Hello everyone and welcome back, or at least welcome back to me, because I am back. I sped ran the heck out of this game. It actually took me like less than an hour to get up to this point. There was one cutscene that was new that I recorded that I didn't commentate over, which I'm going to play now. And yeah, I thought that was really interesting because we met the cat hag, who we did hear a lot about, and we also found out that she's been nuttier lately, which is very interesting. That probably might have something to do with Shiori's death as well. So I am right before the scene where she goes to see Miyuki. So I'm gonna do this puzzle really quick because we watched it already, and then I'm gonna watch the scene with Miyuki because apparently that scene is different. So yeah, I'll be right back. Right, so here's the scene. Let's see how it is different. I wonder if it's the music, if Aoi recognizes the piece. Come in. Hello. Good day, Miyuki. Good day. I see Miss Abe isn't here today. Yes, Kari's in the library right now. I came because I wanted to talk with you, Miyuki, just for a bit. So I thought it'd be okay doing it alone. I see. Working hard on your own. I recognize your efforts. The library, I've been too busy lately to read myself. Perhaps I should go there myself. Doesn't Miyuki seem to have kind of a different mood today? A little more gentle, maybe. Why is that? Because Akari's not with you. So, what did you want to talk about, Shiori? Yes. Do you have enough time? If it's short, yes. I have violin lessons again today. I told you before, but I have nothing to say about Shiori's death. Could you make it anything else? It sounds like you were happy about Natsume depending on you, weren't you? Meanwhile, Natsume adored you like a big sister. The two of you had a wonderful cross-grade friendship. But the way it became strained after trading the seat of concert mistress, that's what I don't understand. That you would have built up such a good relationship, only for it to end up like that over that one decision. I heard that the reason you gave up the title of concert mistress was that you couldn't be depending on your juniors anymore. By juniors, did you mean Natsume? Did something happen between you that made you give it up? Shoot, I'm just asking the same things as before, aren't I? I'm sure she won't answer at this rate. You're right, exactly. I quit as concert mistress because I no longer wanted to be depending on my juniors. But I was not referring to Shiori when I said juniors. I did mean it in the plural sense, the entirety of the club, essentially. What do you mean? Apologies, but I don't intend to say any more. Excuse me. It's not as if I'm trying to be malicious. I just feel it's my own peculiar way of thinking, so others can't understand it, and there's no reason they should. So I'm sorry, all right? One thing I can say is, it was not because there was some dispute between Shiori and I. That's for certain. Is that right? I'm sorry for getting weird ideas. But? It is true that after making her concert mistress, my relationship with Shiori became strained. Why is that? I myself don't know. To be honest, the feeling of just over that one decision, I felt that myself. Yet, indeed, Shiori was acting strangely at that time. Alright, this is probably where we're gonna get more info. So far, it's been exactly the same. No, I just can't understand it. What's wrong with you being concert mistress, Miyuki? Didn't I tell you already? I'll be enrolled in this club until the culture festival ends. But it's about time I think about passing the torch, yes? So I asked you, Shiori. Having talent and popularity in spades, it's not about it being wrong for myself to fill the role. That's a lie. You've given that passing the torch line over and over. It's not like anyone's had any objections with you, yet suddenly wanting to hand it over around this time? There has to be some other reason. It's because you want to quit, don't you? Why is that? If there's a reason, just tell me. Oops, she called her on her shit. Listen, Shiori, we decided the handing off of concert mistress already in a meeting. There's no changing it now. I feel apologetic if you yourself are not satisfied with that, but everyone agreed to it. If you really are opposed, let us hold another club meeting. I'd ask you state your opinion there. What do you say? Miyuki, I feel like you're trying to get away from me. It feels so lonely. Shiori, this is new, I think. I'm sorry for saying selfish things. You don't have to hold a meeting. I'll comply with everyone's decision. No, maybe not. I think that actually did happen. I respect you, Miyuki. I always wish that someday you could be a friend I could talk to about anything. But I guess it was just me who thought that way. I always thought Shiori was a girl positive about everything, who knew no fear. So I didn't imagine she would reject it to such a degree. As awkward as it is to state myself, we had built a good relationship up until that point, as you say, Miss Ue. But since then I would often find myself confused by Shiori. I no longer knew how to associate with her. Shiori, too, stopped treating me the same way as before. We acted strangely with each other. That is a fact. Can you think of any reason why Natsume would have a strange reaction to giving your seat to her? Well, I'm sorry. I do not know. I see. What could it be? Still, talking with you has settled a couple of questions. I appreciate it. There may have been no dispute between you and Natsume, but there was discontent. That's exactly why you were so shocked when Natsume died, with that left unresolved. And of course you couldn't be happy about us going around investigating without knowing those circumstances. But now I have a really clear grasp of that. I'm really very sorry for asking around and acting rudely. I see. I'm glad if I could be of some use. Is it alright if I get going now? I'll be late for my lessons. Yes, thank you very much. Come to think of it, that song you were practicing before I came into the room was a different one from last time, right? It's not like I'm practicing them. Do you not know the song? Nope. Gosh, someone like me is just totally detached from classical music. Do you have a song you'd recommend or something that a beginner could enjoy? It depends on your taste. What sort of things do you like, Miss Ue? I'm usually just listening to J-pop, so... I see. Do you not know any classical songs? Not at all. Maybe I'd recognize some songs from hearing them before, but... I wonder if she's going to mention Thias. Oh! Actually, I just know one. Meditation to Thias. Miss Ue, could you hum Meditation to Thias for me? The song I was playing until you came into the room earlier was Meditation to Thias. What? Is that true? I only knew the title. Did you learn of that song while looking into Shiori? Yes, I did actually. Why did you remember that song, despite saying you know nothing about classical music? You remembered it because you thought that song was important to Shiori, didn't you? Why? That is... I can't say it. I can't say it was on a CD in Natsume's room that I went in and took a photo of. Why? Why did Shiori die? Don't you know something, Miss Ue? Doing all this investigating? Tell me, why did Shiori die? Please. Eek! Miyuki, what's the matter? Please stop it. Oh, thank God. What are you doing? Leave. Don't involve yourself with me anymore. Ooh. Well, shoot. Ran off leaving her precious violin. What even was that? I don't know. We were chatting, then suddenly she became distraught. Chatting? Was Miss Insensitive at it again? That's not it. I was just talking with Miyuki about her playing Meditation to Thias. Ah, the CD Natsume had. Maybe she has bad memories with that song. But like Aoi, was wondering why you weren't coming. What were you doing with Miyuki? I thought I might be able to talk a bit with Miyuki since she doesn't have any hangers on to get in the way. Sorry for going it alone. Huh, so I see. Look, that's fine. So did you get anything? Yep, you see. That was a very interesting reaction. Miyuki and Natsume had an exchange like that, did they? Apparently. Is there something you were curious about, Akari? Natsume felt like that Miyuki, in quitting as concert mistress, was trying to get away from her. That must have been very painful for Natsume, who adored Miyuki like an older sister. Right, I see. Nah, nothing I'm really wondering about. How about you, Aoi? I'm curious why Natsume had such a negative reaction, but I haven't the slightest idea there. Nothing seemed to come to mind for Miyuki either. We probably can't know anymore. And she told me not to involve myself, so maybe I just can't talk to her anymore. Well, I guess there's no helping that. But still, we've learned there was no strong antagonism between Miyuki and Natsume. Some pretty hefty findings, right? I'm glad I worked up the courage to go ask her. Yeah, pretty amazing. Okay, let's go home for today. I'll think of what to do tomorrow once I get home. Alright, so that was that scene. That was very interesting. And this is the last day. So I'm probably gonna skip. Skip. Here we go. Okay, we're finally... The ending was completely the same, so I cut it out because we just watched it earlier. But here we are. We're at the new stuff. What is it, Akari? Whoa! What, huh? What's wrong? Wonder what sights Natsume was seeing before she fell here and died. Falling from up there until her head smashed down here. I wonder how Natsume felt. Huh? What's this all of a sudden? And from someone who said it's futile to know the mind of a dead person. Yeah, but I just got a little curious. Huh? What do you see right now? That you really do like blue, huh? Even your underwear is blue. Oh my god, girl! Hey, don't look at that, you pervert! You better get up quick or I'll leave without you. Sorry. They're so cute. I love these two. I'm gonna miss them so much. Get closer to knowing the truth. Get closer to the truth. How do I... Oh, I see, okay. But statue. I think we had all these ones already, though. Okay, let's get closer to the truth. Her outfit's so cute! The winter one! Oh my god! Hey, Akari? It's not easy to say this as someone you're helping teach, but could you clean up your room a little? Who can be bothered? I've got plans soon to make everything nice and clean all in one go, so let it slide for today. Anyway, you done reviewing? If you don't get it, want me to start all over from step 1? Yeah, I'm fine. I should be able to make it past the quiz tomorrow now. Woo, what a lifesaver. Yeesh, why do I have to be your tutor? Study properly in the first place. What do you expect? I'd been too busy preparing for the Culture Festival to do any studying. But as a result, the newspaper club's booth at the Culture Festival was a pretty big hit. It was definitely worth the effort. I got lots of material at the festival too, so I'd better write a special feature. And with term exams next month, I've got no time until winter break. Well, good luck. The Natsume investigation's over, so you gotta show the teachers you're doing honest club work. That enough studying now? Then let's have some snacks. I'll go grab something. Yay, thanks! They besties like that. But gosh, what a wreck this room is. Laziness has its limits. Is Aoi just gonna start cleaning? Man, she's even got a desk drawer just left open. Stuff sticking out. I should close it for her. I wonder if there's something about Miyuki in there, because they knew each other. What? Or was it Natsume's diary? What would she have had? Sorry, don't have anything decent at home. Want to go to a cafe somewhere? Sorry, I just remembered something urgent. I have to get to. I'm gonna go now. Oh, really? Want me to escort you to the station? That's fine. I have to hurry back quick, so pardon me. What did she see? I couldn't help but be curious, so I snapped a picture. This is... What is it? Oh, letters. Letters from Natsume and Hahakigi. Quite a few of them. Why would Akari have such a thing? Her having these would mean Akari went to the trouble of asking Hahakigi to give them to her. But for what possible reason? Our investigation into Natsume is over, so there should be no need. Besides, didn't Akari say it's futile to understand someone else's mind? So what would letters mean to her? Wait, I want to read those. I probably should have asked Akari directly, but... Why didn't Akari say anything to me? Normally she'd talk to me about pretty much anything. Asking Akari about something she didn't speak up about herself, that feels kind of scary. I'm sure there's some kind of reason why she wouldn't talk about it, so... Well, I won't know just thinking about it. I'll go ask Akari tomorrow. There's probably some reason for it, but I'm sure she'd tell me. Alright, let's head home. It's club time now, and I've still failed to ask Akari. I need to bring it up to her already. Akari, Aoi. Sorry, but I'm going home for today. I can't help you with article writing. Huh? You are? You saw my room, right? Figured I should clean up already. I'll be selling off and buying stuff, so I think it'll take a few days. So 'cause of that, I won't be able to accompany you after school for a while. Good luck on your own. Okay. I'll be fine, but... Well, you know, I had you on as my special correspondent after all. The Natsume investigation's over, so you're free to go now. So don't even go out of your way to say you can't. I'm just doing what I like. You do your best with cleaning, Akari. Oh yeah? Well, thanks. See you next week. She didn't ask her. I think she was hoping she brought it up. Shoot, I missed my chance once again. Should I ask on social media? No, I'd really prefer to talk about it properly. Alright, if Akari's a no-go, then I'll try asking Hahakigi. I'm curious how she's been lately, too. Hahakigi's probably still hanging around at school. I'll look for her and ask why she gave Akari those letters. She'd be by the cubbies. She liked to be by the cubbies, but she's not here. It's cold, so I feel like she wouldn't be outside in the courtyard, but maybe she is. Oh, it's not cold, I guess. Kigi, where are you? No. Cafeteria? Maybe? No. Oh, wait. Maybe in class. 2D. Hey, is Hahakige still on campus? I had something I wanted to ask. Hasn't come to school in a while. What? For how long? Ever since the start of November. Seems she didn't even come to the culture festival. I don't know what happened, but... We talked to Hahakige on the rooftop on October 31st. Today is November 16th. Hahakige hasn't been coming to school ever since then? No way! I want to talk to Hahakige. Is there some way I could contact her? Hahakige doesn't do social media, right? Don't know her email either. Oh, maybe Kamada and the others could get in contact? They were friends for a bit and all. Are Kamada and the other two still at school? Who knows? Take a look, I guess? Weren't they in this class as well, though? I'm always gonna come back to the cafeteria. I feel like the cafeteria is just like a hangout place.
Oh, the auditorium. Found them.
Kamada? Hey, I want to talk to Hakiki. Do you know a good way? Do you have her number or anything? I don't. We're not in contact at all. Even before, we only talked at school. I see. Got it. Sorry to ask suddenly. Ue. What they're saying about Hakiki pushing Natsume off the rooftop, is that true? What? Where did you hear something like that? It's a rumor going around in some circles. You haven't heard it, Ue? There was the rumor that Natsume killed herself, right? But recently, the teacher started saying that her death was just an accident, despite not telling us a thing before. Around when the teacher started to talk, Hakiki stopped coming to school. That's way too much of a time lag to just be from the shock of losing her best friend, right? So then, people thought if it wasn't an accident, then maybe someone pushed Natsume off. And rumors started spreading that it was Hakiki, that's why she stopped coming to school. Ue, do you think Hakiki killed Natsume? I don't! That's a completely baseless rumor. It's all nonsense. It totally is, right? Thank goodness. I'm glad you think so too. We were with Hakiki, if only for a little bit, so we know she's not the kind of girl who'd do that. So these cruel rumors going around are frustrating. We want to deny it, but we troubled Hakiki by being so nosy before. We're uneasy about doing anything selfish. Ue, you're going to talk to Hakiki, right? If Hakiki knows about that rumor, could you tell her it's not like everyone believes it, since we can't do anything ourselves? Got it. That being said, I don't have a way to get in contact without email or social media. What should I do? Wait, hold on. Actually, during the investigation, wasn't there a girl who said she lived in the same apartment complex as her? Who was it? I think it was a girl not in a club. I'll try looking for her. Shimamoto, that's right, it was Shimamoto. Huh? What is it? Shimamoto, you said you lived in the same apartment complex as Hakiki, right? Could you tell me where that was? A place called Kunakawa Heights. It's a 10-minute walk from Kunakawa Station. Kunakawa Heights. Found the address online. Okay, thanks for your help. Here it is. Kunakawa Heights. Phew, good thing it's not the kind of apartment with self-locking doors. There, Hakiki. She's room 405. I came here single-mindedly wanting to talk about Hakiki, but come to think of it, I heard her parents are bad news, didn't I? If I'm not careful, could they file a complaint with the school? Maybe I should think of an excuse for coming to meet Hakiki. It's no good. I can't think of a good one myself. It's times like these I need a Kari. Well, whatever. I just want to meet her and talk, so I shouldn't end up getting yelled at. Let's stick to honesty.
No one's gonna open the door.
Not home, and after I came all this way. But Hakiki hasn't been going to school. I feel like she should be at home. Hello, Hakiki, are you there? Midori? Is Midori Hakiki there? It's me, Aoi Ue. No dice. Oh well, I'll try another day. Oh, there she is. Hakiki. What is it?
Oh, my poor girl looks like a wreck.
I wanted to talk about something. She looks so haggard. Is that terrible rumor really why she's not coming to school? Hakiki, why aren't you coming to school? I heard you haven't been since the start of November. I heard that rumor myself, and I did think it was awful, but there's no need to hide. It must hurt to be blamed for Natsume's death when it was just an accident. I get not wanting to go to school. But that's exactly why you should be standing tall, because you didn't do a single thing wrong, Hakiki. I'll assist you if you need it. That's my responsibility as someone who sought out the truth. So sure enough, a rumor did come up, even if I expected as much. Eh? Kiki, I thought you weren't going to school because of the rumor. That's not it. I'm just taking time off because there's no more need to go. I'm quitting school. Huh? You're quitting? I'm transferring to a correspondence school starting next month. Once I'm a third year, my focus will be studying for entrance exams anyway. As long as I'm able to graduate, it's fine if I'm not a Cosmos student. I heard your mom is strict, Kiki, but you got her permission? She was really mad, but ultimately she approved. Or more like gave up, maybe. Since I attended that school at my mother's firm suggestion, you went and caused issues having to do with a person's death. To be clear, I decided to transfer of my own volition. The moment I decided I would tell the two of you everything, I had two options for what I would do after that. The first option ended up being lost to me that night, so I just took the other. I'm not able to nonchalantly stay in a place filled with so many memories of Shiori, so I'm changing schools. It's not remotely your fault, so I don't want you to make that face. If quitting school was your own volition, Hahakigi, then why are you so haggard? I can't recover that quickly. All told, I'm someone who tried to jump off a roof a few weeks ago, you know. That may be true, but when I'm alone at home, I get stuck on thinking all these things about Shiori. How I wanted to talk to her much more, whether there was another way we could have gotten along. Or even that it would have been better to back out before Shiori came to dislike me. Nothing but regrets swirl around in my head, but as much as I consider it, there's only one thing that's certain. The simple fact that I lost someone irreplaceable to me. Poor girl. Oh my god, my poor baby. That's where I end up. No matter how I think about things, there's no changing how much it hurts. I imagine that's why I look haggard. But there's nothing I can do about it now, so... Hey, why are you so convinced that Natsume disliked you? It occurred to me hearing about what you two talked on the rooftop, but I feel like really maybe Natsume didn't dislike you. She clearly said she would stay friends with you forever, right? Why couldn't you believe those words? Even the thing Natsume was hiding, she was only saying how she was keeping quiet for your sake and would tell you once it was resolved. I'm just not understanding why you would doubt Natsume's feelings so much. Is there some reason?
What else happened?
As you know, Ue, Shiori and I typically had our conversations via letters, aside from meeting on the rooftop. Normally people would probably use social media or email, but my parents don't let me have a phone, telling me a student doesn't need one. Shiori brought it up jokingly to start, then let's be pen pals. Might be fun to go retro, you know. At first, I myself thought letters in this day and age, but it became more and more fun to write letters to Shiori. I'm not good at talking, so maybe a big part of it was that it was easier to convey my feelings with a letter. Exchanging letters with Shiori was very precious to me. I would always read back over the letters I received at home. But at some point, Shiori stopped replying. She was no different from usual when we were together, or when we met on the rooftop. She ignored only my letters. I'm sure I should have asked why she wouldn't reply while meeting her on the roof, but it was somehow hard to bring it up. If she had gotten tired of letters because she didn't care for me, I thought pressing her like that would just make her hate me more. I still couldn't quite give up and kept sending my letters, but in the end I hardly got any replies. When I received that final letter from Shiori, I was surprised after how long it'd been, but deep down I was so happy. Yet what that letter prompted resulted in me no longer being able to see Shiori ever again. Shiori and I were always good friends, ostensibly so, anyway, but I couldn't help but be troubled by the letters she wouldn't answer. I couldn't put my trust in Shiori's words anymore. I couldn't even believe what she told me that night about always being friends. I still can't. Ue, is something wrong? Is Aoi crying? No. She looks shocked, though. She realized something. Kigi, can I ask something? Have you met Akari since the day we talked on the rooftop? Abe? No, I haven't. I haven't met anyone from school. I see. Was Akari taking the letters? Is there anything else you want to talk about, Ue? Nah, that's fine. Well, thanks for what you've done. I doubt we'll see each other again, but take care. Goodbye, and give my regards to Abe. Was Akari, but why? And how would she know? And when? Holy shit. Natsume stopped replying to Haakiki's letters, which wounded Haakiki. But if Haakiki's memories are accurate, the two said this on the rooftop. You said in the letter that you wanted to talk about something. Could you not just say it in a letter? Doing it by letter, it just wouldn't work out, you know? I'd feel really bad if I didn't get a reply. I kind of can't take any more of that. That response Natsume gave, those aren't the words of someone who ignored the letters she received and wasn't sending any reply. In fact, the opposite. I could only imagine it coming from someone who wasn't getting a reply, which means somebody interrupted their communication. Natsume was the same as Haakigi. She was sending letters, yet not getting responses. Something caused both of their letters to not reach their recipient without either one realizing. And that something is Akari. Haakige hasn't seen Akari since the day we met on the roof, which means it's impossible for Akari to have received the letters from Haakige at any point after I realized they've been sending letters. Akari didn't receive these letters from Haakige, she obtained them herself. The cubbies they used to exchange letters aren't locked. It would be fully possible to snatch them away if you wanted. I don't know to what end, but Akari was taking the letters without the two of them knowing. Though isn't it also inconceivable that she was given those letters by Natsume isn't it also conceivable? That's not impossible, is it? At any rate, Akari knew about their relationship and the letters in advance, before I even began to investigate. And yet, she didn't tell me anything about it, which would explain why Akari knew who Haakigi was. Because Akari was the one that name-dropped her originally. I don't get it. Why didn't Akari tell me anything? Why was she hiding it? And why would Akari have been stealing the two's letters? For what possible reason? What was she trying to do? What kind of connection did Akari have to Natsume? Everybody in this fucking game has a secret, man. I've asked many people about Natsume, but come to think of it, I never asked Akari. It's true, Akari was keeping quiet about something important, but that's not the fundamental issue. In the end, you just have to be satisfied slotting in whatever reality suits you. That's not the real reality. I interpreted Akari in the way that best suited me. I was under a wrong impression the entire time. I convinced myself that Akari was the same as me, that she wasn't close with Natsume and wouldn't know any details. If I hadn't had that misconception, if I'd exchanged knowledge with Akari from the start, maybe things would have been different. You know, that's right. I learned the truth of Natsume's death, but there are still things that feel unresolved. I still don't have the slightest clue what Natsume was thinking. I didn't get to dig into the circumstances of the people connected to her either. Now that I think about it, there were some strange pieces of information during questioning. Or, well, things that felt out of place. I've sorted through the information we obtained a few times, but I was making the decision to focus what to focus on or drop. I categorized information as usable or not usable based on my preconceptions, just like Akari said. That's why there's still a haziness left in me now. I achieved my initial goal, but I haven't investigated this fully. We are back on the case. If I read Natsume's diary, I suppose I'd know everything and feel satisfied, huh? No, I can't. I decided I wouldn't read it. I have to make Akari tell me eventually. What she was hiding about Natsume, why she was stealing letters. But first I'll restart my investigation into Natsume until I feel I'm satisfied. Knowing now she's hiding something, I can't depend on Akari anymore. I have to do this re-examination alone. Once I reach a satisfactory point, I'll formally ask Akari about Natsume. I'll have her tell me the truth. Until then, I can't let Akari notice that the Natsume investigation is supposed to be over already. It'll be okay, I can still do it on my own. I've always managed to get material myself before. Besides, I've grown a little from this experience. It'll be fine, I'm sure. Holy shit, guys! Bro, Akari's my goat, and she's hiding things. Well, I'm headed home. Good luck with the club. Yep, and good luck with cleaning, Akari. See you tomorrow.
Akari, please don't be involved in any maliciousness today.
I wasn't awkward today, was I? Akari's sharp, so I hope she didn't take notice.
Akari, please don't be involved in any malicious way. I need you to not be involved in any malicious way.
Okay, well then, let's start investigating. I'm definitely most interested in what Natsume was troubled about. Whether I'll be able to determine those worries that Natsume wouldn't even tell her best friend Hahakigi. It feels tough, but I'll look into it. That being said, we already did a ton of questioning about Natsume and the people connected to her. What new info could I get now? And I can't bother active clubs anymore either. I've already bothered them quite a bit. What to do? That's right! The rumor that Natsume killed herself has gone away now, although there's a new unfortunate rumor in its place. The situation has changed, so I wonder if I could talk a little differently with those related parties, too. I'm curious what they're feeling now that the truth of Natsume's death has been revealed. I'd like to have a talk about it. Okay, I'll try hitting up the people connected to Natsume besides Sakura. They might give me a starting point. But where can I go to meet them? Let's just wander around and ask Clubus people as we go.
This is crazy, guys. Oh, Ue, show me that special feature on the Culture Festival ASAP, okay? I'll check it over. Okay, Bottles. I was gonna say, the people with Kana were always hanging in the calf. Like, for real this time. Yes. Oh, Ue.
Hello, thanks for before.
Hey, Ue. Sorry for the other day, okay? We got really impassioned thinking you were being suspicious of Kana. We super overdid it. Really sorry. We won't do anything like that again. So, you forgive us?
Yeah, I was being rude myself, so it goes both ways.
So, like, Natsume, that wasn't a suicide, huh? Lately, people have been saying it was an accident. Was that maybe what you learned in your investigation?
Yeah, that's right, actually.
Whoa, for real, for real? That's amazing. It's like a detective show. I was thinking her and her dumb news club, but, like, not bad, Ue. Totes respect you now.
Thanks. By the way, is Murakami not here today? Does she have work? I wanted to talk with her a bit.
Kana? She was here earlier, but she seemed kind of sick. Said she'd go and get some fresh air.
Aha, well, I guess I'll try looking for her.
Ue, if you're talking to Kana, we've got a request.
What?
Kana's been sorta down lately. Feels like something happened, but she won't tell us. She's probably concerned for us, huh? We were worried, you know? So could you, like, go up and ask her, super cash? Like, if she's got something on her mind.
Sure, I'll give it a try, but depending on Murakami's answer, I might not be able to tell you, you know?
Sure, totally fine. As long as Kana cheers up, that's all we want. Counting on you, news lady. You know what? They actually, they did some shitty stuff, but, they actually do really care about Kana, and, they're actually, really good friends, so. Kana went to get fresh air. Oh, she's probably in the courtyard then. That makes sense. I was trying to think where the other outside place was, if not the field. Oh, she's not here. Oh, Miyuki's probably in the, orchestra room. I can't go in any of the club rooms. I went in the caf, the library. A literary club. What does a literary club even entail? Oh, maybe she's here. Nope.
Huh? Oh, Murakami.
Found Murakami. Right, that one. Kana from Cortine, was it? She really is amazingly pretty. Alright, cool. So we found Kana. I knew she'd be in the courtyard. But I guess we had to do the other prompt.
Murakami.
Oop. Just you, Ue?
Just you, Ue? Abe isn't here? Yeah, I'm working alone right now. I see. Can I have just a second? I want to talk to you, Murakami. Like, do what you want? Come to think of it, Murakami did tell me to my face that she hated me, didn't she? Boy, this really is really awkward. I want to talk about Natsume, but I could see her refusing like before. How should I break the ice? These trees in the courtyard don't lose leaves even in autumn or winter. Evergreens, right? Yeah, that's right. Kinda unfair how they never ever wilt and can just stay pretty. Not remotely possible for humans. Me, I'm busy every day with maintenance and stuff. Guess I can't contend with an innate quality, huh? But Natsume was kinda like that. You're bringing up Natsume yourself? You stubbornly refused to talk about her before. Look, I'm sure that's what you want to talk about anyway, isn't it, Ue? It's hard to bring it up, so I brought it up for you. Everybody's been talking lately. Was Natsume's death really an accident? Do you know something, Ue? Yes, it was an accident. I did all sorts of investigating, and I'm certain of that at least. Huh, is that right? What did you think, Murakami, hearing that her death was an accident? And why do you want to know? No reason. I was just curious. I thought the whole time that Natsume had killed herself. Not like I had a reason in mind, but... If there was no reason to think so, then why did you? Can't really think to how to put it, but I just thought suicide's possible, yeah? Like someone in a position like Natsume has lots to think about. Might have been in some mental state where suicide wouldn't be too shocking. And I mean, sometimes I think if only it'd all just go away myself. Natsume could have been like that too. Oh, but don't get the wrong idea. I don't want to die or anything like that. It's just sometimes I hate it all, you know? Aw. Bro, the more we investigate, the more we see like real sides of all of these characters and just like, yeah, it's literally like, I feel like a very, like a core value of this game is like, you do not know what is going on with someone based off how you perceive them in public. Like people put on masks all the time and you interpret those masks and to the point where the truth is so hard to discern. And with each character we see that in some way. Huh, I see. So that's how you perceived Natsume. Well then, why did you say I'm glad she's dead? Sorry. Of course you wouldn't like me asking like that. Well, whatever. I hate your methods, Ue, but honestly, I think it's remarkable you managed to take it all the way. Before, I wasn't even thinking about whether I liked or hated Natsume. People would just say things to me and being compared was annoying. All this worthless junk like which one of us was prettier. I try to get used to that kind of stuff in my line of work, but it gets to you after long enough. Especially when it came to appearance, which I'm attentive to as a model. People saying Natsume was prettier definitely got me peeved. Plus, it made me super antsy. Like, for someone who works as a model, can I really afford to have people saying things like that? Those feelings of mine, that tenseness, I'm sure it came across to Yoko and the others, so... Oh, we're getting a flashback? Yes! Murakami was on the cover of Cortine again. She really is pretty, huh? But a little gaudy, don't you think? I mean, I guess Cortine is that kind of magazine. I know, I prefer someone a little more docile. Someone like Natsume. Heck, and Natsume totally is the prettier one. She's pretty much got it all. I know. Honestly, Murakami feels so dependent on makeup. Though, her figure's nice. Nah, but have you seen Natsume's? For real, the only way Murakami beats out Natsume is in gaudiness. That is so fucking mean. You didn't check the bathroom was empty before you started shit-talking someone? Eep. Like, holy shit. Today, all the girls in Class D were whispering all like, Natsume's cuter than Kana. What are they comparing for? Can't you just be like, they're both cute? Yeah, seriously, it's super irritating. Kana, don't you worry about them, okay? Right, it's fine.
And the fact is, Kana's way cuter than Natsume. She's a model even. Everyone fusses about Natsume being pretty, but they're totally just looking through a lens of riches. I mean, I hear she's smart and good at violin too, but Kana's got charisma. We're Team Kana all the way. Well, thanks. See, this is actually kind of tough because they're putting down Shiori to make Kana feel better, but they're actually just adding to the whole comparison thing by doing that. And yeah, she just heard that too. Was she listening to us? I think she was. Looked totally unconcerned though. Come on, at least look a little hurt. Right? She's always acting cocky. Won't acknowledge commoners like us whatever we say. Ugh, so irritating. Oh, her room's so cute! And she got bunk beds. Makes me sick. Doing to other people what I hate being done to me. Ugh, come on. Oh, and that's why she never joins in with the badmouth thing, because she's against it. It's not like I really hate Natsume, you know? Not that I like her either. But honestly, it does vex me. It's true, Natsume's got a bunch over me, while I've only got my looks. I don't even want to bring up Natsume since it makes me miserable. Just wish Yoko and everyone would stop talking about her too. But they're concerned for me, huh? That's why they speak ill of her and praise me. Can't exactly call that good-natured, but they're sticking up for me. So it's what can you do? It'd be awkward for me to stick up for Natsume and let their thoughtfulness go to waste, right? It's all too much trouble. Who cares who's prettier than who? I just want to think of myself as pretty and likable. Natsume's got nothing to do with it. And anyway, even the cutest girl's gonna end up a shriveled old hag eventually. I want to be my prettiest self now, you know? Comparison is the thief of fucking joy. I wonder what Natsume thinks about me. Must think I'm a big jerk who talks behind people's backs. Or else does someone smart, rich, and pretty like Natsume not worry over things like this? Maybe it's better that way. Feels like Natsume won't become a shriveled old hag even when she ages. Probably be pretty forever. Sure enough, I'm envious. So unfair, Natsume. Murakami! Sorry to come up to you suddenly. Are you heading home in a hurry? Not really. Did you want something? A friend showed me this month's Quartine, and I wanted to ask something. Do you know how much that lady girl one piece you were wearing costs? The new one. That's the one she has in her closet, and everybody said she was gaudy. It was too gaudy for Natsume. 80K, I believe. 80,000 yen? That outfit cost that much? I was thinking of buying it because it looked so wonderful, but 80,000, huh? Nope, I can't spring for that. Surely you can buy an 80K one piece like it's nothing, Natsume. You're rich. It's not me who has money, it's my parents. I don't have that kind of spending money. Then get them to buy it for you. Your richy rich parents. Well, my parents always say, if you're going to fork out, be sure to speak out. Unfortunately, that one piece isn't to my parents' taste, so I can't have them buy it. Not that I even intended to try. But I really wanted to wear that. It was so wonderful. Dang it. I'm an exclusive model for Lady Grow. I got that one piece as a gift from the brand for marketing's sake. Normally I don't get clothes from them, but sometimes I do. Is she gonna give it to her? If you want to wear it, I could lend it to you. Oh my god, that's so nice! Huh, really? Is that okay? Yeah, should I bring it tomorrow? I'll hand it over after school. If that would be okay with you, Murakami, then by all means. Wow, I'm really glad. I can't wait. I have to get back now. I slipped away in the middle of tuning. See you tomorrow, Murakami. And that was why they hung out after school that one time. So strange. That's what Natsume's like? I pictured her as more pompous. No, Natsume's a sweetheart! Way to talk to me so normally despite hearing us gossip about you. It really is strange. Bro. And that's why the janitor saw them, yes! Murakami, over here, over here! Why does it have to be in here? Well, whatever, here you go. Yay, thank you! Okay, now let's try it on. Hold on, you're wearing it here? Not taking it home with you? Well, I have a model like yourself here, so I thought I'd like to have you watch me put it on. That's why I had you come here. The cooking club's off today, so no one's using this room. It's my first time wearing clothes like this, so could I get your unreserved opinion as a model? Oh, she looks so cute! How do I look? So lame. You gotta be kidding. Doesn't work one bit. Yeah, I guess so. Guess I'd have to be more like you for clothes like this to look right. Not talking about that. Those loafers are hideous. That outfit doesn't go with anything short of high heels. Also, your makeup needs to be more bombastic, and the hair would definitely be better with curls than super straight like that. Also, could use some accessories and maybe put on a jacket. At any rate, as it is now, it's a damn sorry sight. So, it doesn't necessarily not suit me? Duh, all that stuff is changeable. If you want to make it match, there's plenty of ways, like makeup and proper outfitting. What really matters is whether you want to wear it or not, because fashion is a form of self-expression. Kana's actually such a sweetheart. Oh my god. I actually came so hard for her for not for no reason, but I came so hard for her without really knowing her. And honestly, I'm also the kind of person she hates. She actually is a sweetheart. I see. Sure enough, having a model's opinion is really educational. If you assumed it wouldn't suit you, then why you'd want to buy it? Isn't that a waste of money? How should I say it? I wanted to dress in a way that properly showed myself. I'm always wearing clothes that align with my parents' tastes, but really, I like these sorts of clothes a lot. That's why I wanted to wear it. I wanted to be seen as someone who likes this kind of thing. But yeah, maybe this one's still too tricky for me. I don't really know how to put together an outfit, and I'm no good at makeup. There was an occasion I wanted to wear this for, but I'll have to study some more first. I'm glad I got to try it on today. Uh-huh. I'll ask while I've got you here. Why are you acting so normal? You've heard us bad-mouthing you, haven't you? Or do you not even bother yourself with the insults of small fries like us? Someone like you must be plenty used to hearing that junk. Oh, it really irritated me, all right. I thought I was going to fly off and sock your face in then. She's shocked! Huh? Then why'd you talk to me? Because I'm trying to change my style. What other choice did I have? If it weren't for that, I probably would have never talked with you. To be honest, none of my friends think highly of you and your group. They all call you selfish and gaudy. Oh, and incidentally, I've bad-mouthed you the same way. Despite not knowing you girls well, it just felt like, might as well say it. I went along with the others and saying whatever I pleased. But I don't think it's bad of me. School is a small world after all. It's better to go along with everyone around you so things can go smoothly. We're in the same boat there, aren't we? You've gossiped about me despite not knowing me well, right? So I don't have any desire to criticize you, Murakami, though I will get irritated. Well, bet you're irritated right now, eh? Way to keep calm. No, I'm not, because now I've seen for myself what kind of person you are, Murakami. What? Despite not being fond of me, you brought me this one piece, see? Though busy with modeling work, you made time for me after school, and you gave me solid advice. I'm really happy right now. So I've come to understand what sort of person you are, the sort of kind person you are. And also so honest. This heart-to-heart we're having is thanks to you stating your feelings with such clarity. I think that honesty is really wonderful. Honestly, I'm envious. That's not something I have. Getting to talk to you like this and understand you in my own way, it makes me really happy. When you live going along with the people around you, it's rare to understand someone with your own heart, isn't it? Honestly, I should endeavor to always be doing that, huh? It's a little tough, huh? Yet, it's really important too. That's why I'm so deeply glad to gain an understanding of you, Murakami. We stand out for better or worse, so we can't avoid being on the tip of people's tongues. To get along on well in school, I intend to keep getting along with others. If everyone's insulting you, Murakami, then sorry, but I'll be joining them. So you do the same. If your friends speak ill of me, just go with the flow. It's easier that way, right? We're in the same boat, after all. I won't worry about it anymore, so I'd be glad if you didn't worry about it either. But, well, what we talked about here, how you think about me now after having this one-on-one, I hope you don't forget it, because I'll always remember the Murakami I learned about today. I wonder how Kana feels about this, because Kana is honest, and Kana actually never joined in with the bad-mouthing, but I guess she went along with it exactly as Natsume said.
That one piece is yours. Take it home. What? I can't accept this. It costs 80,000 yen, right? It's fine. I got given it, but I don't plan on wearing it. Best if the one who wants to gets to. Said you had an opportunity where you wanted someone to see you in it? Then it's totally fine to take it. Accept it. I wonder if it was a hahakiki. If you insist, I'll gratefully accept, though it feels like a waste. Thank you, Murakami. I'll take good care of it. I look forward to being able to wear it someday. Good luck, Natsume. Guys, they're actually so cute. Holy shit. Oh my god. Bro, Kana's actually so sweet. As a model, I have to always get the attention of those around me, so I thought I should behave in a way that suited that kind of existence. Never being led astray by others' opinions, whoever it might hurt, never hurting myself. That's the kind of audacity I wanted to have. But as for the real me, I always worry about how people see me, and I'm scared to hurt those who like me. I was just a subservient, cowardly, regular person. That's why I was deeply jealous of Natsume. I loathed her being liked by everyone despite unapologetically being her natural self. The more self-conscious I got about Natsume, the more I felt like a puny, miserable person. I always averted my eyes from Natsume. That day, I saw Natsume face to face for the first time, and something major changed in me. Dressed all mismatched and unfashionable, Natsume was honest from beginning to end. After voicing that she thought of socking me, her same mouth smiled with happiness that she got to know about me more. It's irritating to be gossiped about when you're only going with the flow to mock people. Natsume told me it's fine to let that unfairness slide. Maybe it's overblown, but I felt like I was forgiven. Bro, I'm literally crying. Oh my god. Guys, this game is so good. And just like, bro, knowing that her death's an accident, like, Natsume tried so hard to like connect with the people around her, and then her life just got cut short just by a fucking freak event. But like, oh my god, I literally oh my god, I'm literally tearing up. Holy shit. Okay, no. I felt like for the first time, I got recognized for being just the way I am. From that day on, I stopped feeling miserable about me and Natsume being compared, because deep down, I felt Natsume wasn't someone I could be jealous of. It wasn't an issue of her being pretty or rich or intelligent. More as a person, Natsume was a far bigger person than I. It's because I have self-esteem. I have like really bad self-esteem issues too. Like it was way worse in high school, I'm a bit better now, but like I understand like this, like I actually connect with Kana on like a really deep level. Like wanting people that like not upsetting the people that like you, and wanting to fit in, and like feeling you like you have to act like someone else to do that. Oh my god. I stopped being the slightest bit bothered whenever anybody said anything about Natsume or me. While the opinions of others change constantly, that moment of Natsume and I bonding was something far more certain to me. A person as big-hearted as Natsume genuinely understands me. That was a powerful emotional support. The person at the school who idolized Natsume the most? No doubt it had to be me. Personally, I think of suicide as effectively the same thing as dying at the end of your lifespan. Dying from a weak body or dying from a weak mind. I'm not able to explain what the difference between them is. Everyone has troubles. How they confront them is up to that person. Everything is their decision. If Natsume was troubled by something and in the end chose suicide, that too would be a respectable intent and the end of her mental lifespan. If a person chose to disappear of their own volition, I have to respect that decision. All the more so if they were important to me. That's why I said I'm glad she's dead. Because I decided to think she had reached the end of her lifespan. And okay, and see, that's the other thing too, is like Aoi didn't understand her thought, because Aoi literally said, no matter how I think of her saying I'm glad she's dead, I can't spin it. And Kana called her on that and was like, you pick up fragments of gossip and you think you understand people, but you don't. And now that we get the explanation, like, yes, like I 100% agree. I get a lot of flack from this from like family and stuff like that, is like,
suicide is, at the end of the day, like, if somebody thinks that suicide is the best option for them, then who am I to tell them otherwise? Like, I've been suicidal, I've been hospitalized, stuff like that. Like, yeah, and like at the time, that was the best decision for me. And if I had died, like, that would have, yeah, like that would have been the end of my mental lifespan. So I really, oh my God, I'm resonating a lot with everything Kana's saying. Holy shit. If I didn't, it feels like something inside me would break. Sorry, I kind of can't find the words. The things you said in that storage shed, they're finally sinking in now. I was desperately trying to scrape together those false personas you and Natsume were showing. I was trying to grasp you two and your relationship just from that. I thought I could understand. But that was naive of me. You can't understand what's inside a person that way. I never even imagined you would thought like that about Natsume. Taking what I heard from others at face value, I was wholly convinced you and Natsume were hostile toward each other. No wonder you get irritated, having a conclusion-jumping girl like me asking all these questions. By now, I really get why you couldn't help but despise me. I'm really sorry. Owie is growing! Owie is growing! You're surprisingly unconfident in yourself, huh, Ue? Huh? You did everything you sought out to do, didn't you? That's an amazing thing. Besides, I don't particularly hate you now, Ue. Like I told you, I thought you were remarkable. That's exactly why I talked to you about Natsume. Why not be more proud and forget whether I like you or hate you? Yeah, you're right. Thanks. Hey, Ue, was Natsume dying really just an accident? Huh? I mean that Abe didn't do anything to Natsume, right? What do you know? Why would you think that? I mean that day. I'll give you a tip, Murakami. This is what she said to Kana in the shed. Oh my God. You know, Natsume, she fell face up from the roof, landing on the path by the tennis court, upside down, still holding her school bag. She landed on her head, so it was a real messy scene. All bloody and terrible, pretty much couldn't recognize her face. What a waste for a beauty like her. As much as she got called pretty, that's how she went out. Why do you know that? How Natsume died in detail? Why do you think? You're like Natsume in some ways, Murakami. Like being an object of everyone's affection. So watch out, yeah? Rotten as you are, you're a model, so don't let that face end up beyond recognition. Like Natsume's did. Okay, but they just threatened Aoi here. I don't think Akari actually did anything to her. Or Hahaki would have said something. But I think, especially, and we also have the police report which reported how she was found. All the way until then, I thought Natsume had killed herself. But hearing her say that, I got scared that maybe she really had done something to Natsume. And also, if Abe had something to do with her death, she wouldn't want to investigate it. Since I earned her ire because of what we did to you, I've been scared she might do something to me too, after all this time. That's wrong. Akari didn't push Natsume off or anything. Then why did she know in detail what it looked like when Natsume died? We read the police report where it described the circumstances around when Natsume died. That's a secret, but that's why even I know about what Natsume's death was like. It's not like Akari was watching the moment of her death at the scene. Akari seemed really angry about me being kidnapped, so maybe she just wanted to threaten you as much as possible. So she used information about Natsume's death we'd obtained, figuring it would terrify you. Even her emphasis on the face was probably because she was talking to you. Being a model, you're more concerned about your appearance than most. Akari's just good at poking at people's weaknesses, as proven by that making you so scared of her. Feel dumb for freaking out, huh? So she's just messed up, huh? But look, if you girls hadn't done what you did, Akari never would have threatened you like that, alright? So you'll judge Yoko and co for bad-mouthing Natsume, but you're fine with Abe using the way someone died for a threat? I mean... Well, whatevs. None of my business who you want to befriend, Ue. Guess I won't take anything she says too seriously then. Thanks for letting me know. Thank God. Okay, I was like, it sounds like to you would have preferred Natsume's death being suicide? So then, now that you know it was an accident, what are you thinking? About that, I'm not especially sad. The only time me and Natsume had a proper conversation was that one day. Seeing Natsume dressed all weird yet showing no hesitation, she was really pretty. Even now I can clearly see that picture of her in my mind, remaining forever pretty. Maybe that's why I thought Natsume was like an evergreen. Even though she's gone now. Even with Natsume gone, she's still sparkling radiantly inside me. That's enough for me. It's probably because we weren't close all the time or anything that I don't feel lonely without her. I totally am self-absorbed, huh? Even if everybody else is sad, I'm not bothered if it's fine with me. But I feel like that's the reason I'm able to keep going now, after Natsume's gone. That enough? I need to get back. The others will be worried. Yeah. Thank you for talking with me, Murakami. You know, I take back what I said about Natsume being an evergreen. If Natsume had lived, the day would have come that she became a wrinkled old hag, too. It wouldn't have all been fun times. There would have been lots of sad and painful things that happened, too. As blessed as Natsume was, there must have also been times when she couldn't sparkle. But even if that was the case, I think to myself, even when she couldn't sparkle, Natsume was determined to be the most herself she could be. That side of Natsume, even if it wasn't sparkling, it must have been really pretty, I think. But now she can't show that to anyone, not even to me. I guess that's the really sad thing, huh? Bro, every character in this game is just so fucking well written. I really haven't been judging things by anything but my own scale, huh? I arbitrarily decided she got along terribly with the one she so admired. Murakami must have really hated that, and it must have wounded her. Not to mention Akari. I expected she'd threaten Murakami, but to think she said something so terrible. But I mean, she seemed really angry at the time, so maybe the blood rushed to her head? No helping it, probably? I've learned some shocking things, but it's thanks to the investigation I worked so hard on that Murakami talked to me. What I've been doing hasn't necessarily been for naught. I have to have confidence in that. Can't be too self-abasing. Okay, let's go. There are still related parties I want to talk with. Gotta keep moving. That said, about the only one left who I feel I could talk to is Miyuki. Yasuoka would be tough. For the time being, I'll make it my goal to talk to Miyuki. But is she on campus, I wonder? Did Kana get her statue? Was that what that first one said? I literally clicked through and I didn't see it. Oh no, she's gonna be in the music room. I feel like I talked to all the students already. No. Miyuki, where did you meet her? In Shinoyama. She was taking a break at the cafe before lessons, and that's a cafe. Do you know what place that is? Don't know. It was a teacher. Okay. A teacher. I think it was Bottles. Didn't Bottles say something about seeing her at a cafe? Wasn't it you? No, I guess not. Okay. Let's go to the... Maybe, was it the counselor? No? I wonder if we're ever gonna find out what she said to the... Oh yeah, okay. A third year. Could you mean Miyuki Endo? Yes, the head of the orchestra club. Cafe Grandiosa. Okay. Okay, understood. I'll try going there. Thank you for the information. Are we ever gonna find out what Natsume said to... Are we ever gonna find out what Natsume said to the counselor, I wonder?
Miyuki!
Miss Ue, what are you doing here?
I just happened to be walking past and spotted you in here, Miyuki. Since I'm here, is it okay if I accompany you?
Go ahead.
She looks a little shook. She's like, what the heck? This is a nice place, huh? It has a calming mood, and the classical music they're playing feels like a really good fit.
I hear that the owner likes classical. I often come here before lessons to quietly relax.
I see.
Miss Ue,
Yes?
I'm sorry for before, grabbing you and such. I was bewildered in many ways.
No, I'm the one who was constantly doing rude things. Please don't worry about it.
Miss Ue, may I ask something? Was Shiori's death really an accident? I heard from an orchestra club member that lately the teachers have begun to say as much. You were investigating Shiori, Miss Ue. Hearing that she died in an accident, did you think anything of it?
I believe it was an accident, too. Or, well, through my own investigation, I became confident in that. Did you have any thoughts on it yourself, Miyuki?
Concerto for 2 violins. The song that's playing right now. It's good, is it not? A dialogue between 2 violins, thinking of the other and accommodating. That harmony can result in such beauty. I wish to have that sort of relationship with Shiori. As her senior, as one she relied upon, I should have devoted myself to keeping such a relationship. Yet...
Meditation to Thais. Miyuki, when I asked about that song, you were incredibly shaken, bringing up Natsume's name. You said there was no discord between you and Natsume, but while it may not have been discord, there was something, surely. And that has a connection to Meditation to Thais. Am I wrong?
It's nothing so solid as a connection. It's just that, to me, it's a song that reminds me of unfortunate things.
Unfortunate things?
Of my own worthlessness, my inability to come to Shiori's aid.
Oh, we're getting so many lore drops.
What's wrong? Is she crying? Shiori, you still haven't gone home? It seems everyone else has already has, and I'm going to lessons myself soon. Okay. This is Meditation to Thais, yes? Are you practicing it?
Yes, I have a class recital coming up, so I have to learn that song.
A wonderful song, isn't it? I'd like to try playing this sort of comforting piece myself sometime.
Miyuki, do you know the plot of Thais?
Only vaguely, but yes, a tragic love story between a monk and a courtesan, I believe. Did you not, Shiori?
No, the other day I borrowed the original book from the library to read it.
I take it you didn't find it appealing. Perhaps your opinion would change if you went to watch the opera.
No, that's not it. It kind of hit close to home, I guess.
How do you mean?
Athanael was allured by Thais, but desperately tried to resist it and reformed her. But in the end, he confessed his feelings as Thais died, although they failed to reach her, as her senses were going dim on her deathbed. That sort of thing. Having the courage to tell someone your feelings, yet there being no point to it. It leaves you kind of empty. If you had just said them sooner, then whether they were accepted or rejected, at least you probably would have gotten something from it. Tragic love stories like that being praised as artful makes me kind of frustrated. It wouldn't be good in the slightest to be in that situation yourself.
Athanael was a monk, so confessing his love for a courtesan meant going against his faith. It was his own ruin. I understand the feeling behind thinking he should have said it sooner, but the hesitation and miscommunication make the story interesting, I feel. And besides, you could go on endlessly pointing out things like that. That's just how operas are. Tragic love is a commonplace theme.
I get that, but I can't help myself from empathizing with Athanael.
I feel so bad. I really hope I'm not like butchering any names in this. I'm not like referencing like how should be pronounced before I'm saying them. I'm just reading them, and how it comes out is how it comes out. So I apologize if I have been like butchering names.
It's just awful to not be able to show your true self until you're in a hopeless situation.
Okay, and I'm very hesitant to say this. I made a joke about like lesbian lovers in this game earlier, and like And then I was like very quickly like, oh no, because I made it about Miyuki and like obviously they have like a sisterly bond. But I really think that Shiori was trying to confess to Midori. I think that was what that was, which is why she wanted to do it in person, and like the whole thing of her relating to this musical, which is about tragic love. And that would make sense because in Japan, like relationships like that are very like widely looked down upon. And also, I think that would also make sense with her explaining her feelings to Yasuoka and like why he didn't love her but he respected her and then like agreed to make a family despite her secret. And I think so, like that's what I'm like my thought process is right now. And also like why she wouldn't want like Sakura to know because it's like kind of taboo. So I don't know, but we'll see. I guess you really have to take action yourself, huh? Or else you'll be regretting it at the very end. I don't want that. Are you not in a good mood because Athenao dragged you down? It's not like you to mope like that so much, Shiori. It's not like me, is it? I actually don't want to play violin. I was made to play it as far back as I can remember. It's nothing but inertia that I've continued to until now. Being complimented for it doesn't make me happy at all. I actually don't like classical music or operas either. They're made important just because lots of people have listened to them since a long time ago. I don't care for that. Do you think it's not like me to say things like that either, Miyuki? What brought this on all of a sudden? Realizing my feelings made me disgusted with all these things I've accepted as obvious before. It made me want to throw it all away, but it's not proving that simple. I can't change things around me, so all I can do is change myself. And to do that, there's things I have to resolve. One of them depends on me. I could take action on it right away if I had the courage, but I'm having a hard time bringing myself to. And another is a problem that I doubt I can do anything about alone. Wait, what? And another is a problem that I doubt I can do anything about alone, so I have to discuss it with someone. But who should I talk to? It absolutely couldn't be my parents, and I don't want to worry my friends. What should I do? Grumbling like this isn't very like me either, is it? Indeed. You possess many things, Shiori. Perhaps it would be more accurate to say you were given them. I suppose you must experience your own sorts of difficulties, but I believe those are feelings that only those so privileged can understand. Honestly, I can't understand them myself, for I believe in valuing what one has accumulated. Violin is all I have. Skill is something one acquires through intense efforts. I have never even considered letting it go. So if you confess to me that you want to discard everything and become a new you, I don't know how to respond. You and I are different. I cannot deeply understand your feelings, Shiori, which is why I can say nothing. I don't care to present myself in a patronizing manner as your senior and offer middling surface-level advice. That would merely be pampering you, and I don't want to pamper you, Shiori. So I'd ask you to not speak of it anymore. Myself, I'll act as if I didn't hear it. Aw. Damn, like she opened up to you and... Pampering? It's not like that, Miyuki. Rather, I'm the one who wants to... You know, I feel kind of refreshed after letting it out. I'm sorry for looking so indecisive there, Miyuki. I'll be as diligent as ever again tomorrow. Oh, but please keep what I told you a secret, okay? I don't want to worry anyone else. Right. Well, see you tomorrow. Okay, good luck with your lessons. I'll excuse myself. Her showing me weakness and letting out negative feelings like that, I really did find it unlike Shiori. And it also irritated me a bit. She's blessed with an ideal environment and popularity. What could she want? Shiori did return to usual after that, the bright, honest, and diligent Shiori everyone loved. She even treated me the same as ever, so I felt relieved thinking that things really were all right now. But I was wrong. I realized as much from Shiori's attitude after the concert mistress decision. Well, honestly, like, now that there's context, that was really shitty of her. Like, she shared that she doesn't like violin and stuff like that, and then, like, you forced that on her. The strain between us after trading the seat of concert mistress may have been because I was the one feeling uneasy. I felt worthless for being no help at all, unable to understand Shiori's feelings, and above all, I was apologetic. But I told myself it was fine that way, that it was better than patronizingly doing anything half-hearted. When I heard Shiori had killed herself, I recalled Shiori from back then and my mind went blank. Because I had witnessed Shiori being troubled by something, and had treated her coldly out of my own selfishness. If Shiori really had killed herself, did I take some responsibility for it? I agonized over that. Even hearing that her passing was an accident, my regrets can never go away. Why? Why couldn't I have been more empathetic? Shiori just wanted to depend on me, to lean on my shoulder. Instead of worrying about myself, I should have just listened and comforted her. Can I cut in for a second? I don't want to hit you while you're down or anything, Miyuki, but I can't help but be curious, so... What exactly do you mean that being an empathetic senior is pampering? Listening to a junior's worries and giving them advice, isn't that just familiarity? How would it be pampering? If it were, then what's the point of taking part in a club, especially one like orchestra where everyone collaborates? Despite being respected by everyone in the club and adored by Natsume, was that how you yourself thought? Come to think of it, Miyuki, you said you quit as concert mistress because you didn't want to depend on your juniors. Does that basically mean you disliked being familiar with the club members and that's why you quit? But weren't you happy about Natsume depending on you? That's what I heard. And the girls in orchestra club said you were harsh but caring. And yet you thrust away Natsume when she showed weakness, saying you didn't want to pamper her. It's all kind of strange thinking of everyone in the club as dear, yet suddenly quitting as concert mistress and pushing Natsume away. To be honest, I don't have any idea what it was you wanted, Miyuki. All told, do you want to be alone, or do you want to be with others? Which is it? Strange, Oh shoot, I rambled on insensitively and bluntly again. Indeed, it is strange. I recognize that myself, that I'm off kilter. I wasn't that way before. Awkward as it is to say this about myself, I was more steady, but... Say, Miss Ue, why is Miss Abe not here today? Why? Just worked out that way. What is it? Why did you suddenly mention Akari? Everybody has something new to say about Akari. I hate that girl. That's why she wouldn't talk if Akari was there. No, that's not it. It's not hate, but fear. I'm afraid of her. What? Akari is stirring up enemies, dog. Well, that's all for today. Next time we'll start Sibelius's violin concerto. Understood. Thank you very much. Incidentally, Miss Endo, are you still keeping up with your club activities? You were an orchestra club, yes? Indeed. I'll be retiring after the Culture Festival in November. I don't want to meld too much in your school life, but don't you think you might want to retire sooner? You're a third year. Shouldn't you focus on entrance exams? That's true. My parents agree with you there that there's no need to continue with the club and just lessons should be enough. But I have thoughts of my own and wish to continue with it still. Apologies. Thoughts? I know I am not a person who can integrate into a community easily. I'm often alone and highly competitive. It's as if I always end up isolated, despite not necessarily wanting it. I feel uneasy, wondering whether I'll be able to carry on given this way I am. I'd like to study abroad, if I make it to a music college, and someday join an orchestra. As such, I cannot be a one-woman act. I joined the orchestra club because I wish to be able to get on well with a group, to learn to construct proper relationships with people. Wait, what? Uh-oh. 1 second, guys. Okay, I think I'm back to where I was. I don't know what that error was, but hopefully it doesn't happen again. I love the violin and greatly enjoy being able to play it daily. By now I have improved enough for music colleges to be in my sights. But to flip that around, violin is all I have. All I can do is play violin from now until forever. When I perform with the orchestra club, I feel as if those uneasy feelings can fade away. All of them are fellow music lovers, so it's great fun to be with them. We often have an understanding, and that makes me very happy. So please allow me to continue with the club until the third years must retire, though I know it's selfish. I understand. Please do what your heart tells you. Just ensure you can manage both club and lessons. Yes, I'll do my best. How is this related to Akari, though? Does, she meet her on the way? Pardon me. I'm sorry I'm late. Do you have a moment? Second year Miss Abe, wasn't it? Is today the day for the meeting of library assistants? I don't see anyone here. Did it finish already? We're just putting labels on new books today. The others already finished, so they went home. I see. Then I must hurry as well. Oh yeah, come to think of it. Good job with last month's concert. It was really great. Notice the soloist changed from the opening to the rest of the songs. The soloist for the opening song was second year Natsume, yeah? Dance Macabre was Shiori, yes. It's one of her best songs, so I had her perform the solo. Did you come listen to us? Nah, there was a video online. Natsume's solo was skillful, but she performed so flawlessly. It was kinda uninteresting. Wonder if she lacked the drive to come to the forefront. Like she was so conscious about blending in, she ended up feeling buried. Meanwhile, your solos were bold, passionate, and with a tinge of danger. I liked that. Thank you. But Shiori is really very good, beyond just skill, of course. Performing skill isn't the only thing you need in an orchestra. You don't just simply play well, you must be conscious of harmony. I'm a one-woman act, so I'm unsuited for a coordinator role. Shiori absolutely has more popularity and people-managing ability. Aren't you the club head, Miyuki? Not to mention the concert mistress. Hardly a one-woman act, are you? About that. The others have been a bit afraid of me, keeping themselves at a distance, thinking me harsh and cold. But thanks to Shiori becoming familiar with me, the others' impressions of me have been changing. Shiori is liked by all, and deeply trusted. Thanks to her, I've had an easier time. In that sense, Shiori helped me immensely. I'm considering asking her to be the next concert mistress. Huh. Miyuki, you're really good at violin. Are you aiming for a music college? Yes, my dream is to become a professional. I also attend lessons. No kidding, that's amazing. Kinda surprising to see someone like that working diligently for a mere school club. Won't being in the orchestra club just be a hindrance to entrance exams? If you're going to lessons, couldn't you stick with those? How sharp. My parents and violin teacher have told me the same thing. But it's all right. As I said, an orchestra needs more than just performing skill. Above all, I enjoy it. It's very comfortable to be with everyone in the club. For the one who has nothing but violin, allies with whom I can share an understanding gives me courage. That's why the club is important to me. I get it. So that's your focus, huh? If it works for you, Miyuki, then I suppose that's fine. Though it is a shame. What's a shame? Just feels a bit wasteful thinking how someday your intrepid solos could end up as plain as Natsume's. What do you mean? I'm saying that if you prioritize comfort and depending on others over refining your skills and individuality, that's how it might end up. It's really difficult to both exhibit your own personality and harmonize with a group, isn't it? Even for a pro. If you prioritize harmony with the group now during your training stages, I'm wondering if some level of genericization is unavoidable. That's a cutting thing to say. Sorry. It's just my opinion as an amateur. Don't worry about it. And I get how you feel. Seems like you're giving Natsume special treatment after all. I'm not close with Natsume and don't know her very well, but I always see her surrounded by people. Always thought it must be comfortable to be around Natsume. Easy to rely on, I figure. So that's how she must be to you, too. In which case, hey, that's fine. Thanks to Natsume, you're having a fun time in the club and you're not getting left alone, right? In other words, your love of the orchestra club owes a lot to Natsume. If it helps you comfortably enjoy music, Miyuki, then I think it's totally valid to depend on a natural leader like Natsume. Would be ashamed to see your performances get less interesting, but hey, if that's all it is, not like you're a pro yet anyway. Of course, all this is my amateur opinion, as someone not well versed in music, so don't let it bother you, yeah?
You're wrong. You're mistaken, Miss Abe. I'm not relying on Shiori.
Oop. Oopsies, dropped it. Sorry about that. So, what were you gonna say?
Nothing.
Damn. Akari's kind of misinsensitive here, holy shit. I finished up, so I'm headed home. I'll take my leave.
Miss Abe,
Enough about that, honestly. Not interested in the kind of answer you can't give, even after I repeat myself. Oh, sorry. Please don't get the wrong idea. I do like your playing, Miyuki. Oh my gosh! She made her cry!
Violin is the only thing I can be proud of. It was my dream above all else to become a professional violinist. Always by myself, I devoted everything solely to refining my violin skills. I told myself that the occasional unease and loneliness were just trials I had to surmount to realize my dream. What counteracted that solitude of mine was the existence of the orchestra club. Though at risk of isolation, Shiori rescued me. I once kept at a distance, became club head, and was trusted to be concert mistress. I was genuinely happy. I hoped to answer to everyone's expectations. Even if it hindered studying for music college, entrance exams, I wanted to give my all. But I was made to realize that for my own peace of mind, I was only using everyone to distract myself from loneliness. And Shiori was the one I depended upon most. Since Shiori, superb in all ways, relied on me, it ensured my pride was maintained. Having it pointed out, I finally became aware.
Akari's just very perceptive. She reads people very well.
That's why I quit as concert mistress, to distance my heart from the club and Shiori. I wanted to avoid depending on those around me, and my performances losing their identity. Above all, I despised my own wretchedness, depending on and using other people. As a result, I didn't even help Shiori when she was troubled and pushed her away. I want to realize my dream. I want to erase my loneliness. I don't want to lose my identity. I'm always just selfish. I obtained a world all to myself, a world where I'd be myself at the cost of loneliness. Was this world worth hurting people precious to me to obtain? Was there no other path? Those thoughts have stuck in my mind, never to go away. Miss Abe didn't say a single bad thing. While she was quite blunt in parts, I feel she was largely correct. But that's exactly why it was so scary. Having a dependence I wasn't even aware of identified, then prodded at, it shook me deeply. And having it pointed out that my performances would no longer be my own instilled me with panic. I don't mean to blame it on Miss Abe, but it's evident that conversation changed me. My firm axis became crooked. I lost confidence in my own thoughts and actions. I have to wonder whether if it weren't for that, I may have been more natural towards Shiori as well. Despite having hardly talked at all until that point, I felt like Miss Abe saw right through me. She must always be observing people. In addition, her mind works fast, and she's skilled at moving people. That's why I'm afraid of Miss Abe. I'm sorry, it's not a pleasing topic, is it? Miss Abe is your friend, after all. No, that's okay. I should be going. Your coffee's gotten cold, hasn't it? Go ahead and ask for a refill. What? That's fine, I'll pay for it myself. It's all right. Consider it my thanks. This is something I've never been able to tell anyone before, so I felt a little bit better having you listen, Miss Ue. Thank you for today. Well then, see you. Bye, Miyuki. Miyuki, you said that violin was all you had, but I really don't think that's true. You're being so calm and logical. I think it's amazing and enviable. And on top of that, all your concerns over the club and crying over Natsume, I feel like you're a passionate person. Dependence, using people, sure, if you really boil down the relationships you make with others, I guess they do come down to that. But the way you worry so much over that, it may come off as awkward, but I think you're a really sincere person. I like that about Miyuki, so please don't say that all you have is violin. Thank you. Miss Ue, please don't lose sight of what is most important to you and what your heart tells you to do. I don't want you to be left with regrets like myself, so be cautious of Miss Abe. But Akari's Akari. I'd known Akari and Miyuki were acquainted because Akari told me. But to think they had that conversation, I didn't know they talked about Natsume. I never asked. Akari's lazy and hates to do things that are pointless, so she wouldn't normally talk that much. When Akari talks a lot, it's when she's trying to persuade me or change the situation. In other words, when she's trying to move something. Her going out of her way to speak with Miyuki, who she wasn't close with. Was it because she was trying to move Miyuki for some reason? In truth, Akari's words did cause Miyuki to keep a distance from Natsume, straining their relationship. But to what end? Why was there a need to do that? What was Akari trying to do? Come on. Between this and the Murakami thing, I can't help but wonder about Akari. I intended to reinvestigate Natsume to start with, and yet, to think there'd be so much coming up about Akari, that has me curious. I'm exhausted. Thinking about this to myself is making me more and more confused. If only I could discuss this with someone. I wonder if Natsume was thinking over her troubles in the same way, since she wasn't able to consult with Hahakigi or Miyuki. Consult about her troubles? Oh yeah, I forgot about it. But wasn't there some hearsay about Natsume consulting someone? She went to see the counselor. Yeah, that's right. There was some info like that, but who did she consult with again? The counselor. Okay. Tomorrow I'll try hitting up the person Natsume consulted with. Maybe they'll know something.
Doing club work again today, Aoi? You could take a break sometimes.
Yeah, I know, but I enjoy doing it, so it's no problem. Are you cleaning your room again, Akari?
Uh-huh. Got a bunch of buyers for clothes and shoes I put up for sale. I gotta ship those out.
Huh, sounds like a lot. Well, good luck. Be cautious of Akari, huh? Sorry, Miyuki, but I just can't view Akari as that hostile. She's my closest friend. What was Akari trying to do? Why did she steal the letters between Natsume and Hahakigi? There's so much I'm curious about, but first I have to finish my initial objective, investigating Natsume. Okay, let's get to it.
Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna end the episode here. I was really gonna try to finish the game, but this is so long, and like it's getting too long. And I was actually initially gonna add this episode to the last episode, and I'm not doing that now, actually. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Next one we're gonna finish guaranteed. So yeah, thanks for watching.